Please remain standing and remove your hats for our national anthem. Our colors tonight are being presented by the Blaine Bengal Color Guard. The anthem will be performed by our concert choir seniors and our American Sign Language members. Our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. On behalf of Blaine High School and the surrounding communities, welcome to Blaine High School's graduation program honoring our class of 2013. Yes, you betcha. A special welcome to our parents, grandparents, guardians, family members, friends, staff, and our special guests tonight, Superintendent Dennis Carlson, and school board members, Mr. Mike Sullivan, Bill Harvey, and Mrs. Marcy Anderson. At this time, I would like to introduce our class orator, Shilva Joshi.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. Okay. Novelist and professor David Foster Wallace once began with this story. Two young fish were casually swimming. An older fish swam by and said, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two young fish looked at each other, confused. What's water? It seems that we're constantly trying to get somewhere. School, college, job, a career, a family. We become so caught up in our goals, our destinations, that we forget to look at what's around us, the bigger picture, our own water. The reason we are here, the reason we work, and the reason we dream is ultimately to be happy. And in the stress of our daily lives, the tedious routines that bore us, and all the inconsistencies that we face, we forget that all we really want is to be happy. So today I wish to share with you 3 lessons. Now I know school's over, but these are the last 3, I promise. 3 lessons that Blaine, its teachers, and the class of 2013 has taught me. First, is never to be afraid. Fear is a disease that we create with our own minds and can drown us. It eats away at our dreams and replaces them with regret. It lives within us and destroys our lives. But here's the secret. It is our willpower, our determination, and our drive that is the cure to this disease. All of you have taught me that. Our choir, our orchestra, and our band ignore their fear and show us their talent. For all those who perform in theater, speech, and the multicultural show, they choose to follow their passion. The athletes, the tutors, SEMs, and this very class has never been afraid to wow us with their ability. Even by answering a question in class, you choose to ignore your fear of failure. So it is thanks to all of you that I, a girl who used to be afraid of public speaking, is now delivering this speech to you. So never be afraid of the opportunities that are presented to you. Never be afraid of the responsibilities that you have. And never be afraid of the future. Because as all of you have taught me, there is nothing to fear. Second lesson is YOLO. You only live once. Our lives are filled with choices, but like the fish, we become so focused on where we will be, that party on Saturday, our dream college, or even president. We become so caught up we forget that we can only make these choices once. There are no do-overs. We had one shot to graduate with our class. We'll get one shot to go to that party on Saturday, and we'll get one shot to pass our first college exam. And if we keep focusing on where we want to be, we are ignoring the choices that will get us there. We are ignoring the choices that make life worth living. So go to all the parties and study for all the tests. Take every chance and make every choice, because you do only live once. However, if you miss an opportunity or it didn't exactly go your way, don't regret it. And that is the final lesson. Let the past stay in the past. There are moments in my life where I wish I could take a time machine and go back, fix a mistake, redo my life, make a different choice. And I would relive the scenarios over and over again, imagining how my life could have been better, how I could have been a better person. And these regrets are what haunt me, and I don't want that to happen to you. The choice is basically, you have to learn from your mistakes. Don't eat the yellow snow. I learned that one fast. But it's not just that. It's also that, but there's one thing certain in our lives, and that is things will change. Our sorrows, our pains, and our regrets will not stay forever. In fact, our mistakes could lead to the next big thing. Wilson Graybich invented the pacemaker by grabbing the wrong piece for his machine. His experiment was an utter failure. But it is this mistake that has saved millions of lives and counting. Now, there is a word of caution. Despite following these lessons, there will be times when things just won't go our way. And despite being inside today, today is not that day. Today we embrace all that we've become, the lives we have touched, and the bonds we have made, the memories we've shared and experienced. We have faced school threats, test school lockdowns, and the pain of losing a loved one. We have also enjoyed pep fests, Mr. Overgaard dancing in his shiny shorts, prom, a little fun with baby powder, and our own graduation. So it is both liberating and disheartening to say, class of 2013, this is the end. Now, of course, we'll remember all of our crazy adventures, regrettable moments, and everything in between in our 4 years at Blaine High School. But the key word is remember. We will remember these moments. But now is our time to experience. Experience the future that we choose. Don't let the inevitable mistakes and slip-ups keep us from finding what makes us happy. Be that doctor, that dentist, that school teacher, or that engineer. Find what makes you happy and experience it to the fullest. Congratulations, class of 2013. Today we have graduated. So go enjoy your life and make an extraordinary life. Or not. The choice is and will always be yours.
Thank you so much, Sylvie. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mary Swanson. She'll be singing World.
Our accompanist this evening is Aaron Van Daniker. Got a package full of wishes, a time machine, a magic wand, a glow made out of gold. No instructions or commandments, laws of gravity or indecisions to uphold. Printed on the box I see, Acme's build a world to be. Take a chance, grab a piece, help me to believe it. What kind of world do you want? Think anything. Let's start at the start, build a masterpiece. Be careful what you wish for. History starts now. Should there be people or peoples? Money, funny pedestals for fools who never pay. Raise your army, choose your steeple. Don't be shy, the satellites can look the other way. Lose the earthquakes, keep the faults, fill the oceans without the salt. Let every man own his own hand. Can you help me, baby? What kind of world do you want? Think anything. Let's start at the start, build a masterpiece. Be careful what you wish for. History starts now. The sunlight's on the bridge, the sunlight's on the way. Tomorrow's calling, so take the chance and give. What kind of world do you want? What kind of world do you want? What kind of world do you want? Think anything. Let's start at the start, build a masterpiece. Yeah. History starts now. Start now. Be careful what you wish for. Start now.
Thank you very, very much, Mary. You're wonderful, wonderful representative of this class. It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. I don't know that I've met anyone who leads with more passion. As a parent, active community member, and superintendent, he works tirelessly to make sure that the students of Anoka Hennepin are well prepared for life after high school and reach high. We appreciate his effort and his support. I present to you Superintendent Dennis Carlson.
Let me add my welcome to family and friends, staff of Anoka Hennepin, and our honored guests, our 2013 graduates. Let me also recognize the school board members that provide such good leadership for this district. Vice Chair Marcy Anderson, Mike Sullivan, and Bill Harvey. Bill Harvey, who's been to every one of these graduations. I've even missed a couple, but Bill's gone to all of them, so he deserves a lot of credit for that as a rookie board member. Let me also recognize the great work of the staff of Blaine High School under the leadership of John Phelps. Thank you so much. Let me also thank all of you in the audience who came to see these graduates reach this milestone. We could not get to this wonderful event without the support of the families and friends gathered here. Thank you so much for all your efforts in helping these fine young men and women. Your hard work and sacrifice will help these students for years to come. Anoka-Hennepin's had a very good year. We have a lot to be proud of. We are once again graduating 3,000 students, more than any other school district in the history of the state of Minnesota. Over 300 have reached this milestone through community education and have received their GED and high school diplomas. Many of these students have earned college credit, saving you parents thousands of dollars. $13 million in tuition savings, to be exact. It's really something out of these kids. Some of these students are close to earning an associate degree, and a few may be graduating with a 2-year college degree. Just recently, we were recognized as the leading district in Minnesota in our education of students of color. We also are being recognized by the State Department of Education for our fine work with our students in poverty, which is now, by the way, 1/3 of all our students. Very proud of what staff and students have done. This year, as your superintendent, I've literally talked to hundreds of our students. It is by far the best part of my job. These are great young people. They have overcome many challenges to be here: tough academic courses, competition in theater, music, and athletics, hardships with health, friends and family, and unexpected events in their lives, sometimes tragic. Graduates, because you have endured these challenges, you have learned perseverance, how to be resilient, and demonstrated compassion for other students that are struggling as well. These are characteristics that will serve you well in the coming years as you go into the world of work, raise your own family, and provide leadership in your community. This democracy, this society, only works if its people are educated and take care of themselves and each other. These fine young adults will help us get there. Finally, students, congratulations on your graduation from high school. It is a tremendous achievement. Thanks to all of you gathered here for your support and making this celebration possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson. Parents, special guests, and most of all, graduates. I need to first start out my farewell by thanking Nancy Hall and Tammy Enright and the many, many staff that worked so hard, especially over the past 2 days when we thought and we're pretty sure we needed to pull it in. So would you please give them a round of applause. You have no idea what it took today for our staff to make this happen. It has been both a privilege and my honor to have served you the past 2 years. I've not been able to watch the entire growth process of your class. I've only been able to reap the benefits of the seeds your parents, the staff, the community have sown and watched what they nurtured. If what you as individuals and class have done this year is a reflection on your future, all I can say is what a wonderful start for you. I look at you as the future of our country, the problem solvers not just of this country, but also of this world. Thomas Friedman, Pulitzer Prize winning author, native Twin City, in his latest book, or latest 2 books, The World is Flat, and That Used to Be Us, he talks about our world as it is shrinking daily and how jobs are changing at an exponential rate. I've recently been amazed when a friend of mine had surgery, major surgery. His doctor wasn't in the room. His doctor wasn't even in the building. He operated a robot from afar that did far more delicate work than he ever could. It is estimated that you will change careers 6 to 7 times over your lifetime. I know in my heart, from what I have seen from each and every one of you, you will be able to do the job. Not only will you do the job, but you will lead the way. You will lead the change. I watched individuals and teams mature and excel in all areas, moving into sections and state and focusing on dedication. They really gave an awful lot. They had a never-die attitude, but not only on the fields, on the stage, at podiums, but also in the classroom. What impressed me more than even the victories were how well we handled the losses. You and your coaches, your teachers did not take losses during the year as failures. You took them as opportunities to improve, which will catapult you into higher levels of play, performances, and grades. Hear what Gilbert Arlen said about an archer missing the target. The archer turns and looks for the fault within. Failure to hit the bullseye is never the fault of the target. To improve your aim, you need to improve yourself. Class, that's what you've done constantly. I've seen it over the past 2 years. It's easy for many teams, you've seen them have class when they're winning and do the right things when they're successful. When you took a setback, any loss, even a loss to end your career, you did things the right way. You showed your class then. A big measure of an individual is not how they handle success, it's how they handle setbacks. You don't always have control of whether you win or lose, if you're selected or not, but you do have control of your attitude and your vision for the future. You never really fail until you stop trying to improve. What a tremendous year you've had. Starting right out with the fall, a spring musical, right out of the blocks within the first 2 weeks. State and national officers, girls swimming competing at the true team meet. Adaptive soccer competing for state title. Boys, girls soccer and the Dome competing for titles. State volleyball doing the same in the Excel Center. The winter brought us even more. One-act play written by one of yours. Our state dance teams. State and national competition for our cheer squad. Our adaptive floor hockey competing for a state title. And the band playing at the statewide music convention, showing off a new composition for the entire state to use. The spring brought more of the same. A wonderful musical, wonderful cast, great job by all. Hello, Dolly. Boys and girls track team competing for the true team state. Adaptive softball competing for state titles. Girls golf competing at our state meet here in Blaine next week. Boys lacrosse team, you'll find out more tomorrow. As a class, this year alone, you've volunteered for over 4,800 hours this year. Service hours in over 2,000 different activities. There have been a variety of national and state champions, competitors, individuals recognized at the state, national level as athletes, academics, officers in various disciplines, HOSA, BPA, DECA, FCCLA, debate, speech, music, art, theater, and athletics. We've been honored this year in our school in many ways. Our school was selected by the state for the speech championship. The Minnesota Orchestra selected Blaine Orchestra, this school, to play before. Our choir was selected to perform original works from an international composer at a festival. The newest Minnesota State Supreme Court Justice David Lillyhog spoke to our debate and speech team. Your class was even honored by our governor, selecting you to talk about your future. You also have an individual out of the many, many outstanding teachers we had that was selected as a top 10 finalist. Our SEMS program was selected as a school of distinction. Blaine High School was selected as one of the top schools in Minnesota, one of the only 42 named statewide, and I might add nationally as well, as brought out by the Newsweek and the Daily Beast. Today, not a finish. Today is a new start. Tomorrow is a new world. You're in control of you, your outlook, your perseverance, your dedication to a goal, and how you take setbacks, the bumps in the roads, will determine the path you take. The end of one step is just the beginning of another. If what you have accomplished on this leg of your journey through life is any indication of your future, you have a wonderful, wonderful future. Thank you, class of 2013. Good luck to you and your future. Next, I'd like to introduce Kayla Coughlin, who will be singing This Is My Now. Kayla?
There was a time I packed my dreams away, living in a shell, hiding from myself. There was a time when I was so afraid, thought I'd reach the end, baby, that was then. But I am made of more than my yesterdays. This is my now, and I am breathing in the moment. As I look around, I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was there. This is my to decide, was I gonna play it safe, or somewhere deep inside try to turn the tide and find the strength to take that step of faith. This is my now, and I am breathing in the moment. As I look around, I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was there. This is mine now, and I have a courage like never before. Yeah, I've settled for less, but I'm ready for more. We're ready for more. And I am breathing in the moment. As I look around, I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was then. This is my now. I am breathing in the moment. As I look around, can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts.
Kayla. Thank you so very, very much. Maybe when you've heard some of this talent that we've had up here tonight, you understand why I say it's my privilege to be here and to serve you. Thank you all so very, very much. At this time, Mr. Carlson, member of the school board, family members, and guests, may I present to you the class of 2013. They have satisfied all of the requirements set down by the Minnesota Department of Education and also the requirements of the School Board of Anoka-Hennepin, Independent School District number 11. They are now prepared to receive their diplomas. Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Harvey, Mrs. Anderson, members of our School Board of Education, you will please accept the class of 2013 on behalf of our district.
Principal Phelps, this is where I would normally accept on behalf of our Board of Education the graduates of this year's class, but I just recently came to realize that a longtime friend of mine, this is going to be his last graduation ceremony. Mike has been on the board for about 25 years. That's longer than you students have been in class. And so I'd like to have you join me in thanking him for his service and welcome him to the podium to accept the class.
Thank you. I was not expecting that, and I'll be brief because this evening is not about me. This evening is about these fine graduates that we have sitting in front of us. It's been a marvelous ride from my perspective, and it's these moments at the end of every year that remind me, and I know my colleagues, of why we do what we do, why your teachers do what they do, so that we can be brought to this moment that confirms in a very large sense what we are as a community and what we believe as a community. So again, thank you, congratulations graduates, you've deserved it, have a great life. Well, this is another switch up. Marcy was supposed to do this, but I will do it. I have had two children come through Blaine High School many years ago, more years than I would care to admit. So I guess it falls upon me to accept this class this evening. So Principal Phelps and members of the Anoka-Hennepin School, the members of the Anoka-Hennepin School Board are proud of the young men and women of the Blaine High School class of 2013. We are particularly grateful to the parents and guardians of our graduate for their support. For again, without that support, we would not be brought together here this evening in this moment. So on behalf of the entire Anoka-Hennepin School Board, it is with great pride and pleasure, I would add, that I accept the class of 2013 and commission the awarding of their diplomas. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Harvey, Mrs. Anderson. We are about ready to hand out our diplomas, and I'm going to ask a favor, especially in here, that you please hold your applause, your yelling, until after everybody has been called up. The reason, number one, it's being recorded. People are here to hear their child graduating, their name. So please be respectful for others. I now introduce our first two readers, staff members, Jeff Theodore and Emily Anderson.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure I introduce SEM's Assistant Principal, Mr. Jason Paskey, SEM's Counselor, Ms. Annette Perry, SEM's Coordinator, Dr. Lori Dykstra, and their honor guards, Matthew Cook and Alicia Davis.
And I would like to introduce Assistant Principal Susan Haggerty, Counselor Joan Angel, and their honor guards, Brian Colon and Jessica Choquette.
Mitchell Mark Abramson.
Donald James Abbott.
Brandy Marie Alpers.
Maha Absalam.
Lauren Lee Anderson.
Rami Abu Hamra.
Jacob Daniel Arntzen.
Caitlin Adamski.
Molly G. Baltons.
Devin Adams Matthews.
Bethany Jean Bartko.
Lami Aga.
Cody James Basons.
Amarachi Felicia Aleke.
Timothy Brian Borgman.
Alyssa Marie Alexander.
Jonathan M. Byman.
Luke Von Haven Alexander.
Austin Michael Castle.
Lindsay Almberg.
Matthew John Shushinsky.
Marissa Lynn Ampey.
Christopher T. M. Dang.
Jeffrey Michael Anderson.
Parker S. Dietz.
Allison Michelle Anderson.
Cody C. Dietzig.
Austin Lee Anderson.
Ian Kenneth Durbin.
Cale M. Anderson.
Jerome Paul Ebujor.
Justin Anderson.
Megan L. Fahey.
Raymond John Anderson.
Nadine Isabel Garcia.
Zachary Robert Anderson.
Kurt David Gilland.
William Samuel Arnold.
Anthony Goodland.
Ariana May Ash.
Minnie Kernu Goodland.
Faith Askavold.
Napen Goodland.
Caleb Allen Avery.
Trenton Augustine Graff.
Joseph Louis Awajan.
Jonathan H. Gregornik.
Kristen Marie Ayala.
Jordan L. Heyman.
Kunle Christopher Allende.
Ian M. Hamilton.
Jeffrey M. Babler.
Todd J. Hickey.
Cassandra Page Back.
Raymond A. Himley.
Jake Sherman Bakken.
Jason Patrick Halivka.
Austin Belfany.
Shilvi Pankaj Joshi.
Rory A. Banta.
Nikolai Donald Kessler.
Alexandra R. Barber Verdick.
Brandon L. Klein.
Alyssa Ray Berry.
Samuel George Krigler.
Hunter Richard Bartholomew.
Alexander M. Lappin.
T.J. Bastarash.
Nicholas Robert Lindberg.
Joshua Beals.
Kanmong Billy Lowe.
Jareed Ali Becker.
Nathan Logan Jeffrey Lynham.
Gabrielle Lee Bagul.
Justin Agondu Mbanefo.
Kelly Colleen Barenbrinker.
Cassandra Joan Melly.
Bianca J. Bianchi Rossi.
Patrick N. Menden.
Cody Allen Bezick.
Jesse Ray Morissette.
Reshkar Vedanta Bisram.
Michael Patrick Mulcahy.
Christine Blaze.
Andrew John Nelson.
Emily Ann Blake.
Jonathan Quinton Wynn.
Naomi Belay.
Devontae Lamar Norman.
Mitchell Anthony Bogie.
Quiet, please. Mitchell Trent Olson.
Austin Richard Bohr.
Alexander Daniel Pierce Mitchell.
Austin Bongers.
Zachary T. Porwall.
Benjamin Casey Boak.
Evan Lee Powers.
Mackenzie Lauren Boos.
Josh T. Rakin.
Owen R. Burrell.
Rachel Aaron Rysted.
Joshua M. Brady.
Andrew William Schneid.
Mackenzie Taylor Brink.
Drake Scott Syme.
Michael Robert Bringold.
Mariel Marie Skogman.
Maggie Lorraine Brodeen.
Jordan Sarah Skordal.
Alexandra Nicole Brown.
Arthur Skshek.
Catherine Ann Brown.
Jenna Marie Snaza.
Kevin R. Brown.
Rebecca Ann Sopland.
Spencer Charles Brown.
Walker Alexander Stevens.
Amanda Nicole Bruiser.
Zachariah Henry Strand.
Davis Patrick Bryan.
Taylor Suzanne Streeter.
Jennifer Marie Buccelato.
Paige K. Thermos.
Benjamin Paul Buchelt.
Andrew Tran.
Adam M. Budnick.
Anna Tran.
Joshua Alexander Buff.
Brooke A. Turner.
Benjamin J. Bullman.
Evan Scott Vandenhaven.
Brianna Marie Bullman.
Kaja Mindy Bang.
Dustin E. Burfind.
Valentina Sayavong Bang.
Christopher James Burke.
Sanjana S. Varghese.
Ashley Arona Burkhalter.
Christian Hochi Vasquez.
McKenna Lee Busick.
Brandon Mitchell V.
Daniela Camacho Gonzalez.
Abigail Marie Warmbold.
Win P. Cow.
Logan William Went.
Natasha Sue Carlson.
Zachary James Wright.
Rachel Victoria Carlson.
Berkey Tia Yusuf.
Tyler Maxwell Carlson.
Kasibu Jandi Zanzu.
Marissa May Carlstrom.
Christopher John Zins.
Ashley A. Karoon.
Antoinette Kona Zumanagi.
Natasha Lynn Kattenyag. Ivan Alexander Cavazos. Eugenia Rose Chamberlain. Chashi Shang. Emma Marie Christensen. Timothy Todd Christensen. Courtney M. Christensen. Carlene Marie Churchill. Pash John Clemens. Amanda Hunter Clark. Mackenzie Marie Clark. Connor A. Clausen. Courtney Elizabeth Coffin. Kayla Marine Coughlin. Courtney J. Cole. Jacob A. Coleman. Cameron R. Collison. Nicholas John Colombo. Taylor Lee Conger. Brent Joseph Cool. Dakota Burton Cooley. Dewan Edward Copeland. Dakota Antonio Cox. Austin B. Croto. Robert Michael Curley. Thomas Benjamin Courier. Christian Charles Dahl. Kaylee Marina Damas. John Dye. Anthony J. Dahlstead. Brian Arthur Daly. Jennifer Nee Dow. Mookie Begovich. Madeline J. Davenport. Jenna Lee Dayton. Jacob Von Decker. Nigel A. Denman. Brooke DeSellier. Nicholas Dean Dibley. Chase R. Domeyer. Lane Robert Dooley Jesso. Mallory Marie Doyle. Tyler James Drulo. Tyler Devonte Dudley. Justin Joseph Duval. Jack James Duffy. Quintina Elaine Dunbar. Jason R. Dykoff. Naji El Arabi. Caitlin Marie Elder. Ashley Grace Engstrand. Jessica Lee Eppenberger. Travis Evans. Alabisi Isaac Awumi. Afiz Aluatobi Fanii. Alexis Blanche Ferderber. Jamila A. Ferguson. Cordell Trey Finton. Stephanie Amber Marie Fishbeck. Lane A. Flatten. Nicole Christine Fleury. Jessica Ann Florin. Jennifer Flores. Nicholas Michael Ford. Yusuf Ford. Reggie James Forga. Rachel Ann Foster. Matthew J. Fox. I would now like to introduce the next staff reader, Cynthia Hess.
And it is my pleasure to introduce staff reader Nadia Phelps.
And it is my pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal Amber Schultz, Counselor Mary Boren, Honor Guards Elliot Godekin, and Megan Callistad.
And I would like to introduce Assistant Principal Brent Johnson, Counselor Jim Johnson, and Honor Guards Frank Vecchio and Tatiana Jalaske.
Ready?
So, yeah, good. Okay. Ready?
Wendy Marie Frankenfield.
Ashley Elizabeth Rudlung.
James Lee Frazier.
Taylor Marie Russell.
Andrew Blake Fredericks.
Megan Rebecca Rutherford.
Alexandra Joanne Fuller.
Rachel Ann Ryan.
Megan M. Furrow.
Joaquin Sanchez Solorzano.
Matthew Stephen Jenin.
Joe Sanislo.
Christopher M.R. Jervis.
Samantha Sosido.
Sky Lynn Gibba.
Jacob Schaefer.
Sarah Christine Durdal.
Jillian Michaela Sherb.
Shayna Rose Gilman.
Christopher Scherf.
Christopher Glenn Gilland.
Hannah Ray Schilling.
Samantha Ann Glubke.
Alexandru Schillo.
Samantha Rose Goers.
Benjamin Schipple.
Ryan S. Grayheck.
Brandon Schlink.
Taylor Marie Greathouse.
Cody Michael Schneider.
Luke Edward Grundmeyer.
Holly K. Schneider.
Keith J.T. Gunderson.
Chelsea Marie Schriever.
Melanie T. Gusky.
Libby Judith Sharon Schuett.
Tyler Joseph Gus.
Madeline Faye Schul.
Anna Nicole Hammis.
Nolan Thomas Schwab.
Zachary A. Harms.
David John Schwartz.
Haley Renee Haroldson.
Shane William Skraybeck.
Mackenzie Ryan Harton.
Catherine Saltz Drew.
Jacob Charles Hartle.
Carolyn Nayland Sem.
Adam M. Hassan.
Zachary Sandi.
Rylan Daisy Hathaway.
Kiana J. Shaw.
Tristan Michael Havery.
Lindsay Ray Sheets.
Catherine Christine Hawkins.
Taylor Rose Schultz.
Beth M. Hayek.
Madeline Ann Shogren.
Jolene Carol Head.
Anna Nicole Sibbett.
Austin James Healy.
Samuel James Silverness.
Duvante Sherrod Hector.
James Matthew Simmer.
Paul Ivan Hendrickson.
Bradley Adrian Slauson.
Caroline Marie Henning.
Corey Slovic.
Courtney Ellen Herbeck.
Megan Small.
Samuel Stephen Herzog.
Megan Denise Smith.
Ashley Nicole Hamer.
Ronnie Smith.
Corbin Charles Heim.
Devin Sneesby.
Anthony Wynn Ho.
Zachary Allen Sonterre.
Daniel J. Hoff.
Tyler James Sorson.
Aaron Spencer Hoffman.
Cullen James Sukup.
Hamilton Douglas Hogmeyer.
Anthony Robert Gerald Spratt.
Matthew Evan Holen.
Connor Anton Spurbeck.
Bailey Don Hollerud.
Jacob Thomas Steinmetz.
Gina Noel Hollister.
Michael David Sternal.
Luke Jeffrey Hollis.
Wyatt Leonard Stevermer.
Kayla Marie Hoover.
Paige Nicole Stewart.
Tyler Paul Hoyles.
Hannah Nicole Stolarczyk.
Jacob Carl Harushka.
Michaela Ray Stolarczyk.
Brianna Caitlin Hughes.
James Nathaniel Straw.
Madeline Rose Husinga.
Daniel Robert Sullivan.
Allison K. Hoover.
Daniel Peter Sunderman.
Connor Mason Ingalls.
Alana Naomi Swanson.
Safwan Nair Islam.
Kyle Swanson.
Jake Charles Jablonski.
Leah Nicole Swanson.
Montgomery Richard Connell Jacks.
Mary Elizabeth Swanson.
Andrew James Jacobs.
Charles Allen Sweeney.
Brandon Richard Jeskala.
Lauren Lorraine Sylvester.
Courtney Lee Jensrud.
Ala Sissa.
Brianna M. Jevniger.
Brandon Michael Taylor.
Andrew James Gibbon.
Taylor Marie Terry.
Cody Alexander Johnson.
Billy Tao.
Erica A. Johnson.
Philong Tao.
Jasa Marine Johnson.
Henry Tao.
Keisha M. Johnson.
Nathaniel Lewis Thompson.
Maya Angelou Johnson.
Trevor Nathaniel Thompson.
Seraphia Rose Salome Johnson.
Alina Thorne.
Zachary Jacob Johnson.
Mitchell Franklin Thurner.
Kara Janae Jolly.
Spencer James Teedy.
Jacob Corey Jorgensen.
Taylor Tollefson.
Mitchell Allen Jorgensen.
Adam Joseph Trimbo.
Matthew R. Canna.
Sierra Trost.
Justice C. Canoe.
Paige Trudeau.
Alan J. Kemp.
Catherine Tryman.
Stefan Renee Kennedy.
Alexander Twiss.
Malia Daniela Kennelly.
Yosef Ureki.
Brittany Catherine Kerr.
Madison Vahushka.
Rollin Peter Kessler.
Tyler Brian Van Bramer.
Harris Ali Khan.
Aaron Anthony Vandaniker.
Hasna Kalaf.
Allison Lee Vanderleest.
Zoa Fatima Khatun.
Chandini Vang.
Ali Victoria King.
Kai Timothy Vang.
Caitlin Tyler King.
Kuchang Andrew Vang.
Henry R. Kirkide.
Flor Yvette Valara Azanar.
Natalie E. Klein.
Aida Velik.
Megan P. Cleve.
Allison Marie Vika.
Tony George Kotnicharski.
Daniela K. Villa.
Kyle David Kurkowski.
Michael Voigt.
Vitaly V. Kosarik.
Kayla Lynn Volk.
Abigail K. Kosminskis.
Amy Lynn Wagaman.
Regina Kostyuk.
Christian Alexander Wagner.
Joshua David Kotke.
Alex Connor Wagner.
Cameron Michael Kraft.
Madison K. Wahlberg.
Devin Anthony Crump.
William Thomas Walker.
Michelle Lynn Kuha.
Broderick Wamsley.
Taylor A. Kuiper.
Mariah Jo Wanless.
Ryan Leon Kushlan.
Taylor Nicole Ward.
Haley Elizabeth Kitta.
Haley Ann Wormuth.
Kelsey K. LeBay.
James Warner.
Haley Jean Lashinsky.
Justin Warrior.
Trenton John Laco.
Lindsay Ann Wayworth.
Dylan M. LaFollette.
Monique Maria Joy Webster.
Olivia Lynn Landborg.
Brittany Jean Werner.
Megan Margaret Landy.
Dylan West.
Austin D. Larson.
Danica Whalen.
Derek R. Larson.
Sean Daniel Wick.
Shelby Lynn Larson.
Christy Colleen Wilbur.
Joshua James Lattery.
Danielle Marie Wilder.
Cody Christine Laval.
Sydney Faye Will.
Patrick Gerald Lawrence.
Merlin James Williams.
Vienna N.K. Lee.
Samantha Marie Williams.
Dylan Todd Leduc.
Jennifer Lee Wilson.
Lorenzo Jackson Legrand.
Alex Winnicky.
Tila Lynette Taylor Leonard Shaw.
Ricardo Antonio Wiskovich.
Brandon James Lenz.
Francesca Wetzel.
Dylan Jackson LeSueur.
Tegan Marie Woolers.
Elias David Levesser.
Kayla Ann Woodard.
Lisa Marie Lavore.
Corlin Rose Woods.
Cade J. Lewis.
Jessica Brianna Wyatt. Amy Yang. Lucha Yang. Caitlin Yang. Amanda Lynn Young. Chelsea Jo Weisermans. Emma Zabinski. Afton Justine Zebro. Tyler Alexander Zelenak. Stephen Alexandra Zepita. Eric Anthony Zickerman. Benjamin James Zebo. Trevor Zivolosky, sorry. Trevor Zivolosky.
I would now like to introduce staff reader Ed Schafel.
I'm pleased to introduce Assistant Principal Nancy Hall, Guidance Counselor Lissel Miller, and their honor guards, Luke Meyer and Christine Mengi. Kirill Vladimirovich Lyashkovich. Alec Michael Lindberg. Brandon L. Lindemon. Sophia May Lippold. Vadim Vladimirovich Lobitz. Corey M. Lobin. Alexandra Ray Lofboom. Amy Loftness. Veda Jolynn Logan. Dana Joe Lohman. Janessa Renee Lohman. Gao Ia Olivia Lore. Mai S. Lore. Ryan Christopher Lorge. Madeline Jean Lundblad. Frank Donald Lundquist. Alexis Lynn Lundy. Rachel M. Lutman. Brent G. McDonald. Zachary Thomas McDonald. Ashley Diane Mako. Eric A. Machuca. Adam Thomas McAdams. Amy Kayla McAdams. Edward Anthony Magana. Michaela Sue McGee. Danielle Elizabeth Maher. Amber Lynn Mackey. Tyler G. Mackey. Yevgeny G. Manchik. Austin James Mandery. Allison Elise Manson. Gabriel Thomas Marcella. Heather Ann Marcy. Charles Christopher Marsh. Andrea Clara Markert. Joshua Michael Marquardt. Megan Elizabeth Marsalic. Terrence L. Mast. Hannah Rose Masterton. Lauren Maurer. Ryan John Maurer. Michaela Lee McClellan. Leah Danielle McClendon. Lucas James McFarland. Peyton Kelly Mead. Thomas Yuri Messakar. Joseph Ellsworth Meissen. Matthew Ryan Mensing. Vanessa L. Marasir. Brianna Kirsten Mary. Jordan T. Mulliners. Kimberly Helen Meyer. Shane Vernon Meyer. Jack Jost Mysick. Diego H. Michel Esquivel. Taras V. Magalyak. Abby M. Miller. Carlos Andres Mills Reichs. Brianna Rose Mitchell. Merrick T. Munson. Joshua T. Montbriand. Amanda Lynn Montgomery. Madison A. Montgomery. Elizabeth Marie Moore. Anthony Roch Luis Moreno. Chelsea Lynn Mulkern. Anas Muratovich. Christina Catherine Murphy. Ashley Ray Murray. Ryan James Muskie. Brendan Anthony Nato. Derek Anthony Nato. Mackenzie Philip Nato. Austin Lee Nastrom. Alyssa Ann Nelson. Colton Keith Nelson. Tyler Anthony Neppel. Tyler J. Ness. Stone Andy Ngale Genkum. Alicia T. Wynn. Vanessa H. Wynn. Julie Maria Wynn. Whitney Ellen Neitz. Emily Rose Norland. Jesse Douglas Norling. John Todd Obermiller. Lauren N. O'Brien. Kirsten Michelle Olson. Brett M. Olson. Laura L. Olson. Logan M. Olson. Catherine A. Olsrud. Matthew A. Oquist. Thomas James Osadnik. Amber Nicole Osmundson. Kimberly Marie Osterkamp. Jared William Payden. Ashley Nicole Pafko. Brandon C. Palm. Jordan John Pangburn. Jeffrey Darwin Panora. Alec Gregory Paquin. Amy Catherine Paschke. Christopher Scott Patton. Evan Bradley Paulson. Lucas K. Pearson. Amber A. Pelletier. Raquel M. Pelto. Zachary Wilson Penn. Stephanie Ann Peters. Derek W. Peterson. Heather Jean Peterson. Zachary D. Peterson. Sarah Ashley Petrosky. Bao Gozer Pa. Win B. Pham. Helena Yen Ha Pham. Michael Nathan Pagorsh. Rovum Alex Piszczyk. Brennan John Pittman. Rachel Angela Plankers. Sarah J. Plankers. Zachary H. Poto, Catherine R. Polensky, Jacob A. Pavlitsky, Mariah J. Powers, Kelsey J. Price, Jenny Preve, Aaron Charles Provence, Chris Przinski, Samantha Ann Pruitt, Courtney Purcell, Yulia Maria Sophie Ramos, Grace L. Rathbun, Andrew James Reed, Shelby Adeline Remmers, Caleb T. Raymond Howiller, Kelly Lee Renner, Shaylee J. Reshitar, Robert D. Rice, Elizabeth Sarah Richards, Cassandra Lynn Rickles, Courtney A. Riley, Jacob T. Ringwelski, Blake J. Ripinski, Timothy R. Risk, Dylan Michael Rist, Joseph Howard Roble, Brian D. Roberts, Samantha Michelle Rocha Torres, Sean Eduardo Rodriguez, Daniel A. Romero, Jacob Thomas Romick, Angela Catherine Rao. I would like to introduce Principal John Phelps to give the closing.
Thank you all for being so respectful and allowing everybody's voice to be heard. Thank you all the special guests here tonight. Thank you parents, relatives, guardians. Most of all, thank you the class of 2013. Just a second. We want to do this on cue, right? I present to you the graduates of 2013. Congratulations!